Oh, greetings, greetings. Welcome to the Voices from Behind podcast, the podcast where every week we talk about stuff that is film related. Maybe we never know. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it is. I'm the host. With me is another host. We both have the same name, and we're, we're and we are continuing the. Hold on, you're not coming through. No, for some reason you're not. Hold on. We'll fix this. I'm fixing it as we speak. I mean, I can hear you just fine, but the. Oh, crap. Okay. Why are you not. Say. Right, you're not coming through. What the hell? No, don't worry. I got us. I got us. Say something now?
Yes, hello.
Oh, there we go. There we go. I think we're
I
good now. While you're at it, double check the audio just in case.
yeah, I did. I did. I'm there.
You're
I
there.
heard
Okay,
myself.
that's good. Well, yeah. Now we can hear him. For whatever reason, last week when I connected the AirPods to my computer and I
Hmm.
set things up through the defaults, everything was fine. But now I had to set it through the AirPods to be heard. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but it's fine. We're all working. Everything's good. Everything's fine. Everything is enabled. We're continuing with the very bad films month.
Uh-huh.
And this week we're going to talk about the treasure that is Death Wish 3.
A really boring movie.
Yeah,
Really boring.
yeah, unfortunately. It's got a couple of really redeeming stand-up moments, but the rest of it is just
No, even that I was bored out of my mind. I
yeah.
don't even remember the name of the people inside the movie.
They
It's
had
that bad.
names. I don't remember the names. I just remember them as
Neither do
stereotypes
I.
and the lady from Star Trek who gets a horrible rape and then dies of rape.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
now we'll get to the movie.
we'll get to
So,
that.
what did you do this whole week?
I played a bunch of Titanfall 2.
Nice.
That's a really good game.
Okay.
To anybody that hasn't played Titanfall 2, go play it. It is genuinely one of the better first person shooter campaigns that I've played in a long time. And there's a
Hmm.
Titan and you pilot it and it's also some of the best sort of how we talked about platforming in first person shooters.
Hmm.
This is some of the best I've ever played.
Should mention that. Guess what I started to play?
Doom Eternal?
No.
What?
I started playing Sunlust.
Sunlust.
Yeah, and I've been streaming it to a friend of mine
Well,
in Discord.
let me see. Sunlust. Why does that sound familiar? And was it something new?
Oh no, it's not. And
Oh, you've been playing the WAD for Doom. Oh, that's what you've been playing.
and it's a shit show and a half.
Oh no.
Like I'm currently on map 7, the last fight. I kind of stopped. Probably will continue soon.
Okay.
It's it's a fight and a half. Kind of enjoy it for what it is, which is something. But getting there was a fucking experience and a half.
Okay.
I'm running it for GZ Doom though.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I'm not.
Uh,
Doom purists
Bad.
say it's not, but other people say it's not that
Yeah,
bad.
it's bad because I am running it on as strict as possible, and it just doesn't work out. Like I
Ah,
wish for it to work. Like it's fine, but it's not the Geo Boom or the other Boom or PR Boom. It's just not the same. But then again, I wasn't able to make the mouse work in fucking PR, so I was like, "Fuck it, I'll do GZ."
oh, fair enough. Yeah, but Titanfall 2, man, it's honestly for
Also, I think
oh
because it's the GZ, I can't disable the limit on lost souls. So I mean, it's not Sunlost if it has the limit on lost souls. It just isn't.
fair enough. But yeah, the only quirk I have with the game is that it requires a very light version of Origin to actually work.
Well, yeah.
But why release it on Steam and have it run through Origin?
because you need to pad out stats.
It's a good game. It is, and the multiplayer is very alive. Takes about 10 seconds to get into the server, and the multiplayer is kicking my ass because it's not something I'm used to, but it's still a very very good time, and I recommend it to anybody that wants to play a really polished first person shooter that runs like a charm, even on like you know systems that aren't meant to run it, because it's basically Source Engine, so it's running on it's optimized decently enough. Um, Quarantine lifted yesterday. Not yesterday, day
in,
before.
in Bulgaria. Am I right?
Yes. It
And I know
lifted
what happened.
what?
I know. No, they didn't technically lift the quarantine. They lifted it for
People around from the UK.
nightclubs.
No. I'm not fussed. I don't give a shit about that. I'm talking. They lifted it for people that were coming from the UK.
Ah,
And initially, I thought, oh shit, I'm still in quarantine, so it doesn't, it doesn't work for me. But it turned out it did. And so yesterday, apart from my internet being very slow, I actually got out and I went to see my uncle's art exhibit. He put out an art exhibit. He's an incredibly professional artist. Does
he's artsy.
he's no he's very artsy. He teaches art at like a professor level in like a German university.
Guess
And
that's the thing.
yeah, he put out a an exhibition. So that exhibition is now currently in the gallery in my town. Then we went to a concert the same night. Didn't see much of it because it got a bit cold, so we just went home. But apart from that, it was a decent night, and I was back super late, and I just collapsed in bed because I had a bunch of beers, and that's what I've been having every night. I've been having a bunch of beers. Apart from right now, I'm having some peach juice.
Oh yeah, the one thing we can't get in the UK.
Why though? Why? Why?
I don't know. It's the UK.
I
The
like
fuck did you expect?
I like peach juice.
Yeah, it's actually pretty nice.
Yeah, I was gonna quote Face Off, but I'm not gonna do it. Not yet. But yeah, apart from that, I've not. We started the new campaign in Dota. They've made a new co-op mode, which is so far pretty fun. But we need to get around to doing it properly because if you play with people that don't know what they're doing, it just ends in like 3 levels.
Okay, guess that's the thing.
It's basically like a dungeon crawl, and you go and select how deep in you want to go and what rewards you
Oh,
get.
oh, so, oh, just the tip, am I right?
Just the tip in, yeah, pretty much. And if you're in a group with people who know what they're doing, you can survive pretty late. But if you're with somebody that just plays it and runs into creeps and dies every time, it becomes pointless. And that's about it, really. I've not watched anything. I yeah, that's it. What have you done much?
Outside of that, I found the movie for next week, which I
Oh,
just finished watching. You're gonna enjoy it. Uh, Other than that, oh, I've been just checking shit on the interwebs. Nothing special. I finished the book I was reading because reasons.
because books.
Yeah,
Yeah.
about that.
Have you had any more messages that you were sending me last week?
Uh, no,
Oh,
no, 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 no. This is a different thing. Because yeah, the different thing happened, but no one cares about it. Everybody just ignores it.
fair enough. So, um, you know what? I completely forgot. I was going to ask you something about last week, and it just slipped my mind. Oh, do you know what happened yesterday as well?
What?
Thunder and lightning.
Uh,
It was literally the moment I set foot outside. It had rained in the morning because you can smell it because it's Bulgaria and you can smell it from a mile away. And then in the
you
evening,
can smell rain coming.
yeah, and in the evening when we went to the gallery, the moment we stepped outside after the exhibit is sort of finished and we finished watching, A big old lightning bolt came down, and it was thundering for a good 20 minutes, and I was like having the time of my life. Because let's face it, we live in the UK, but the UK doesn't get that many, like, it doesn't get thunder or lightning that much.
Yeah, I guess.
It just doesn't. And it was good. Then I went and had some Bulgarian kebabs and yeah, saw a cat,
Yay.
took some pictures, and that's about it. I'm trying to think if I've actually done anything else, but I've not. I've been trying to intonate my guitar because I changed a bunch of parts on it, but the frets are so uneven that it's just impossible to keep in tune. But I'll get around to fixing that as well. And yeah, apart from wedding prepping and that kind of shit. Oh, I got a bit further into Doom 64 as well.
Game's relatively easy.
Yeah, it's a
Even on
lot.
the last difficulty.
It's a
I said
lot
relatively.
easier. Yeah,
Unless you're doing some pistol stats. In that case, good luck, my dear friend. You
yeah.
need it.
Pistol starts in Doom 64, especially later on when fucking Barons start showing up more regularly.
No, that's just general. Usually pistol starts are difficult, and
Yeah,
they do bring a lot more in how you tackle a level. Because you haven't seen the Sunlust map 32.
no, is it bad?
Mm, well, it's the second secret level of the
Okay,
WAD,
yeah,
and there are only 2 fights in the entire level.
okay. So is it a small level or the fights are just very sparse?
It, no, the level is relatively small.
Okay.
Um, you should go and check that shit out. How to do it when you pistol start. Because the last fight is pure RNG. Pure utter RNG.
So luck of the draw.
I mean, the last fight is so fucking RNG. I almost cried when I watched it. I was like, how the fuck do you even do this?
It shall be Googled.
I forgot the name of the level.
As much as I love Doom, I don't want to put myself through that at
You
all.
should. It is a learning experience.
Yeah, sure.
Jokes
But
aside,
yeah,
I think that doing a no damage run on both Dark Souls games consecutively with shit builds is much easier than finishing some last movie max pistol starting every level, especially with some of the fights.
yeah, but that's a different type of difficulty, and you can't really control much of
It
that, can you?
it it is, but it also is the same as in Dark Souls. Like RNG is still a part of the game.
True, but Dark Souls is a lot easier to like control and sort of not
Oh, I've seen no.
manipulate, but you know
Listen, I've seen no damage runs of Dark Souls games. Those are really hard to do.
they
Like
are.
legitimately hard.
Especially when the game
And I do
randomly decides to make your hitbox 25 times bigger than it should be and throws you off a bridge for some reason.
Yeah, for example, that's a small example, but yeah, uh, Doom's RNG is a completely other shit fest area for what the fuck is this?
Yeah, it's good. It's a
Especially
it's
with the
it's another big mess.
well, hit or miss. I guess they never miss her.
Huh.
But the way they actually do
Oh,
a functions is
welcome
damage
to
output is
Liverpool.
random. Uh, damage output is randomized. And sometimes that would fuck you up. You can take a Revenant missile that would do 10 damage to you. You can take a Revenant missile that would do 70 damage to you.
Yeah, kind of like the crossbows in Ion Fury.
Oh no, I never had issues with the crossbows in Iron Fury.
I,
Then again,
I've been both one shot by those and taken like 10 damage off of them
yeah.
at different distances. So yeah,
It's and the thing is, it's like, and the fights themselves, they do present a lot of challenges to how to technically manipulate. It's the same thing as the Revenants. Sometimes you get normal missiles, sometimes you get homing missiles.
heat
It's not
seeking
a
ones. Yeah,
homing. They're not heat seeking.
the ones that
They're
follow
homing.
you fucking around corners and
You can actually cheese them and make them so that they orbit around you. They never actually get inside.
yeah.
Yeah, it's just quirks of the thing. But yeah, there is a way to technically manipulate it, but it's also illegal in the speedruns, and it's disabled
Yeah,
because it involves specific things.
we 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 shall not mention the things we don't want to teach the children
Uh,
how to
It's genuinely disabled. No source port actually supports this
Oh,
anymore.
right. I thought you were talking about like a certain move a certain way and thing happens.
No. It's a specific way to deal with it. It's how should I put it? Okay, so it works like this: you have a 75% chance to get a homing missile on on an even tick, and a 25% on a normal missile, and vice versa on an odd tick.
Okay.
Now, tick meters do not exist in Doom. Not anymore. But there used to exist a version of Doom which had the ticks down mentioned, and you could technically do it, but good luck with that one. Like, it's inconsistent at best, but it's also disabled because you should never fucking see those things.
Yeah. Speaking of ticks,
So,
tick. Now that you said ticks, there's a thing in Titanfall 2 called a tick, and it's a little robot that follows you around. Fuck that thing.
yeah. And so wanna go into the news?
The news. Did you see the leaked image for a certain thing that you will probably love very much?
No.
Persona 5
Which
PC port.
oh, I fucking knew that this shit was gonna happen. We all did.
Yeah.
Except here is the thing, because one of my friends that I actually they showed him some last, and he literally stood there for 3 hours looking at me trying to finish map fucking 7 of Sunlust, which people don't know. Map 7 is the equivalent of Dead Simple.
So a
So
small
it's a little
map with certain
no,
triggers.
God, no, that map isn't small at all. That's map business. No, map 7 is skill specific tags. So map 7 functions like for like this in almost every half decent Doom pod. Map specific kill tags,
Yeah.
which means that you need to kill specific number of the specific enemies to open a specific part of the level. Much like in the original That Simple, they were like, what was it? 4 mancubuses? Or was it 8? I think it was
It's
8. I'm
you
gonna
kill
go
the
with 8.
mancubuses, the thing in the middle
Yeah.
raises, you kill the spider
No,
thing,
no,
the stairs
no,
raise, something like
no.
that.
No, you kill the mancubuses, and then the walls behind you open, and arachnotrons appear. You kill the
Ah.
arachnotrons, and then the stairs appear for you for the exit switch. The way to actually get on the platform where the mancubus is, you need to press a specific switch for them to have a step. They also dislodge from it. It's highly suggested you do that. But here's the thing. Map 7 of Sunlust is a very specific map, because arachnotrons trigger the end of the map. But you'll be missing 120 enemies.
Wait, what? How?
Because the mancubus are hidden in secrets around the level. 9 secrets in total. You need 8 of them to
That's a
open the
lot of
ninth.
secrets.
That's a lot. Oh yeah. Oh no, it's not even. See, Doom 1 episode 4 and I flash consumed. I think it was map this map 3, maybe 4. They fucked up and made that one secret had 27 secrets in it.
Jesus.
And also 2 secrets you can never get because they made it part of the clutter on the map, so you can never actually trigger it. It's weird. Don't ask. So it's not like it's that much. And finding the secrets, he literally saw me spend like 20 fucking minutes trying to find a single secret that was actually 2 secrets because I couldn't find these 2 secrets to open the rest of it. The other ones I figured out that they were actually relatively. That one, the other 2, I just had to go in, check the fucking video. I was like, oh, for fuck's sake, what the fuck is this? And imagine that it involved platforming. So I learned where the secret was, and it took me another fucking 15 minutes to do the fucking platforming because I can't do platform at all. I fucking hate it. Although wall running is funny. And
Oh, sorry.
and then I showed him the last fight because I fucking knew what was gonna happen. It's not like the great. I mean, it's how should I put it? It's pretty easy to predict what was gonna happen. Mostly because it gives you a BFG, so you know what the fuck is gonna happen.
Yeah.
And then he saw me try to attempt it 3 times because it was already fucking 6 a.m. in the morning, and I was like, nah, I can't do this right
Like
now.
I'm
I'll,
going
I'll
to
just
bed now.
yeah, I was like yeah, but he was in the meantime he was showing me Persona 5 stuff, Royal as well, and we got to talk, and turns out that you can't technically stream the whole content of either Persona 5, 4, or 3,
Yeah.
which is fucking wild because Persona 4,
They're being very prudent about it.
and here's the wild thing: Persona 4 has been out for more than 10 years now, I think. Let's go with 10 years. We already know what's gonna happen. We already know who the bad guy is. It's been spoiled countless times. Just let us stream the fucking thing. Persona 5's been out for 3 years, but you have the thing that we can't stream content after October.
It's silly. When was Persona 4 released? I'm trying to Google that. 2008, so 12 years.
Yeah,
Persona
12
4
years. We
came
already
out a
know.
week ago. 12 years ago.
Exactly. 12 years. I've played the game. I already know. Most of us already know what the fuck was gonna happen. Also, I actually finished Persona 4 once. Now I'm doing New Game Plus, and it's even easier.
And those are long ass games as well.
No, because this is actually much easier. Because now I don't have to grind.
No, no, you are. I'm saying in general, like they're long games. They're not. Even if people tune
Usually
in
play.
for streams, and if they miss a couple episodes, they will have missed a bunch of story stuff.
Eh, yeah, but it's I don't know. I just disagree. And he was trying to rush for the content for Royal, so we got to talk a little bit of how to actually do specific things, because stuff. And then he was like, "Oh god, they're making me do all this useless shit for doing useless shit. God damn it." Other than that, I watched a bunch of fucking Pokeball streams on PvP, because yeah,
Pokemon,
yeah,
of all the
there is.
things,
Actually, the PvP is fucking ridiculously bad. It's actually bad. Like,
the
cause
game in
say
general is
for
just shit.
nah, game's fine. It's the principle behind it is pretty much eh. Like, it's not anything really amazing. It's just eh.
Speaking of, now that you said Pokemon, I was listening to something before I flew last week. Do you
Hmm.
know that they're making a Pokemon MOBA?
Yeah, I do. I
And it's
already
being
saw.
developed by the same folks that are making League?
Yeah, I know.
And it
I know.
looks like absolute dog trash?
Of course it is,
And
because
the
it's a
animations are genuinely abysmal?
You remember there was a DC MOBA?
Yeah, I played that a little.
Yeah, well,
That one wasn't. I mean, it was. Uh, no, it wasn't great.
it was. Uh, in other news, I saw. Okay, Ghost of Tsushima is out.
Yes.
Game is fucking amazing.
Yep.
I want to play it.
It is gorgeous to look at as well.
But I also saw a gameplay trailer of Dying Light 2.
Dying Light 2's been out for a while, though, hasn't it?
No.
Or is that a different one I'm thinking of? Dying Light's the parkour zombie one.
Yeah. But Dying Light 2 hasn't been out. It was actually put on hold for a while.
Oh.
It was indefinitely now they released gameplay footage of the game.
Does it look even better than the first? Because the first one looked great.
Oh, it actually looks really good. It's stable for us, because I remember original Dying Light was a piece of shit to run for a long time, long ass time. But
Yeah.
no, the game is actually looks really good. If they follow through on what they showed in as ideas, I think that the game might be a contender for Game of the Year if it comes out this one or next one. It doesn't really matter.
Fingers
It
crossed.
it has genuinely the potential, mostly because the person behind the fucking story. Well, I think I've mentioned who it was back in the day, like like a year ago.
Who?
Just let me double check so I don't mess up the name, because I always mess up the name. Oh, Chris Avalon.
Chris
That
Evans.
was Mr. Yeah, the same guy that made fucking BioWare shit tons of money with good writing. That Chris Avalon, the one that was the lead writer behind Planescape Torment of all things.
And Fallout New Vegas as well. And KOTOR. Okay.
Exactly.
A
That
good
person.
writer then.
That they shamelessly kicked out of the fucking company, and they've been suffering ever since. Because who knew that being incompetent at writing and having your best fucking writer write the two best characters in
Wait,
fucking Pillars of Eternity was a good
wasn't
idea.
he part of the Mass Effect team that left? And
Uh,
they were
something.
like halfway through Mass Effect 3 they were left with like lesser writers, so to speak.
Maybe. I don't think so. I don't think he was behind that one.
Mass Effect
I, I'm,
writer.
I'm- no. He's Westland too. In 2014, 2015. No, he wasn't behind Mass Effect.
Okay, I can't remember who was it then. Who it was?
Yeah, but no, that. No, the Mass Effect story wasn't great, but it wasn't the
One
worst
of
I've
the
seen. So
stories to 1 and
I'll
2 were
give it.
pretty good, but 3 just went to shit.
I personally like Star Mass Effect 1 as a gaming experience as the whole. in the whole boast. I feel like the rest of it just missed
It
the
was
whole
very
fucking point
unpolished,
of
though.
the genre. Especially two. I actually replayed two at some point, and it's even worse than I remember. It's genuinely worse. And I was like, how the fuck? What? Jesus. Game is just genuinely bad. The only thing I actually found interesting was interacting with the people, because
Yeah,
the side
that's what they
characters
did
were written
best.
actually well.
Yeah.
Well, the side characters and their stories were ranging from okay to actually good, but the interactions they get in between them and the characters they have written inside, pretty good. That's that was actually one of the reasons why I really liked the Mass Effect 2, was because the side characters made the game actually really fucking interesting for once.
Yeah,
The gameplay is
like
fucking atrocious.
kind of like the first Witcher game.
Mm.
Great, pretty cool
Because
characters, pretty funny shit
see,
happening, and
the funny thing is, I can trash on I can shit all over games like Dragon Age and Dragon Age Inquisition and Mass Effect, but at least I can always find something that's good about them,
yeah.
like something that genuinely I was like that's actually pretty well done. But there are other games that I can't really say anything positive about at all. Mass Effect 3, because even the story was shit there. Like that was irredeemable,
It was very watered down. The whole game was watered down.
irredeemable. I heard that Andromeda is actually pretty good now, but I'm not even gonna bother with that one,
Yeah.
because some of the writing there was just borderline bad. But yeah, you should go and check out the Dying Light 2. I think you'll be severely impressed by what you're gonna see.
I was very impressed with the first one as well. To be honest, I was very impressed with Dead Island, the first one they
I
put
was
out.
not.
I mean, I was impressed with the trailers, and then saw the gameplay, and I was like, oh no. But that took a curveball, and it got fixed a bunch. But that studio's been on a pretty decent streak of like redeeming themselves.
I remember them giving me for free a MOBA-esque style game that they discontinued to remove from everyone's library. It was some weird ass
Because
shit.
like Dead Island and then Dying Light, that's a hell of a jump from a mediocre sort of low budget thing to like a AAA polished, very good looking parkour game.
Yeah, no, Dying Light was surprising because back in the day it looked really good, but it kind of looked for the type, but it was kind of wonky,
Yeah, I had
especially
trouble
control
running.
wise.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, the fucking trouble and wonky controls and the responses.
I
But
remember.
this
I
one,
think they had issues with AMD cards and stuff
yeah.
like that.
Oh yeah,
But that's
oh,
supposedly fixed now.
probably why the game. I mean, they have been updating it for a long time,
Yeah,
and they just recently, I want to say 6 months ago, they officially stopped support for Dying Light 1 to concentrate on Dying Light 2. And I was like, well, the game has been out since what, 2012, 2013, something like that.
2013, 14, something like that.
Yeah, let me just double check because of reasons. Uh,
Dying Light came out in. Can you please tell me when it came out, please? For fuck's sake. There we go. 28th of January 2015.
yeah, 2015. That's a long ass time for you to support a game.
Yep. For a bunch of
That's
Polish boys.
admirable. Oh no, and they provided the DLC. Games regularly going on sale for them to funnel and try
Yep.
and scrape up money to continue the
And it's
project.
currently
I
sitting
respect
at
that.
9 out of 10 on Steam. So,
Yeah, because after they fixed all of the fucking technical shit, the game was actually pretty good.
yeah.
Although the story, I'm not particularly
The
happy
story's
how
still a
it
bit
turned out.
nah, but if you want to play a
Yeah, but
really if you want to play the next best thing after Mirror's Edge for parkour, Dying Light does it really
see,
well.
it's funny because I genuinely hate discussing stories in video games, but occasionally I have to touch upon them for reasons that recently have become more and more glaring. And I remember back in the day, John Carmack said it perfectly. Games and video games is much like the stories in video games is much like stories in porn. I mean, you don't expect it to be great, but you expect some to be there.
Yeah.
I- What the? I mean, he's kind of correct because how the time most of the games we do to this day play, they don't really have good stories at all. They just
Yeah,
have
apart from a lot
stories.
of the games nowadays that concentrate
Uh,
mainly on story and sacrifice gameplay for it, which is in my
that's a big no for me.
in my
I
opinion
can't
that's
stand.
bad. You shouldn't be doing
Yeah,
that.
Yeah, that's why I fucking despise walking simulators. For me, a game has to
That's
have
not a
gameplay.
game.
I'm on the fence on this one because here's the thing: it still has some semblance of gameplay, usually mixed into it. Because you can't spend 8 fucking hours just walking around and picking up objects and reading shit and continuing. A lot of the
Do you know what's the one good walking sim that actually redeems itself?
amnesia.
Amnesia is one of them, but the fucking Stanley Parable.
Even that was just mecha. I
Because
think
it's nice and short, it's very meta, and you can play as many times as you want and get a different result every time.
uh, I think the games the County Chamber did it better with the time, because now walking simulators are usually in two categories: hardcore walking simulators like Gone Home, and I can't fucking believe I bought the game back at the time and there was no fucking refunds. I still regret it to this day.
Which
I
one was Gone Home?
The one with the controversy around it. It
Gone
also won after. It was the beginning
Home.
of that whole part of the internet history. It's just yeah, yeah,
Oh no.
yeah. I didn't know at the time. I wasn't really checking shit, so I was like, "Oh, this is one of those. This looks interesting. Maybe it's finally the horror game." I
Adventure
played half an
game,
hour of
my
it.
ass.
Yeah, I played half an hour of it. I was like, "No, I'm done." I was like, I just walk and read shit, and it's boring. And when the fuck am I gonna do stuff? What is gonna something happen? Answer is never.
The answer is never.
It but now there are other walking sims that actually incorporate some sort of gameplay. You remember that shit game I fucking trashed so badly? The
Which
one with the two
one?
children. The one that was with the two children during the French English War, the 100-Year
Plague
War.
Tale?
Yeah, Plague Tale.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one is still a walking simulator, but it has actual gameplay in it.
Yeah, and it's sitting at 9 out of
It
10 as well.
because the story, because everyone's gonna mention the story. No one mentions the fucking gameplay because the gameplay is atrocious and the story is mediocre at best. It's at the end, it's basically turning into a fucking the David Cage game
It's currently on
where
sale as well.
when suddenly fucking mystical powers and you're like, what the fuck is this?
It's currently on
It's fucking
sale on Steam.
it's literally Indigo Prophecy. If I could express it best, it's literally Indigo Prophecy.
Except Indigo Prophecy is bad.
The Well, this one isn't much better, but it's the same principle behind it. Like it progresses normally, and then suddenly at the end you put this fucking plot about fucking
Saving the universe
powers and
and
magic. No,
yeah.
no magic and powers, and I was like, what? And the chosen one, I was like, what the fuck is this? And suddenly your parents are basically fucking geniuses that transcend any fucking normal science in the fucking dark medieval ages, but they're also parents and shit. What the fuck? I was like, yeah, no. I'm just get me the fuck out of here. Also, church is bad, Christianity bad. Got 9 out of 10
Oh
IGN.
yeah, Firewatch is a pretty good example of a walking sim that actually includes a decent story and like sort of good gameplay.
I tried Firewatch for a bit and I didn't really like it because I didn't really get far into it, but
The dialogue's
it
really
suffered the
good.
same issue. I know, it suffered the same issue as Gone Home. It's actually nothing else to do. You just walk
Yeah, so that's why
and you
kids.
can
That's
interact
why you
with
watch this. Play the Stanley Parable. That's a good game.
five objects, of which you need one, which is pretty easy to figure out because there are no puzzles. And then you continue,
Yeah.
and then every puzzle you get is well, it's not
But you
great.
know what? Just go play The Witness. You walk in that game, but it actually solve puzzles too.
Just just play Unavowed, an age-old retro style point and click with actual choices.
Yeah, but people don't play point and clicks nowadays because they're too complicated.
the, this one has actual choices in it, and the way you tackle a situation can be you can have different ways to tackle a problem. You're not
Yeah.
just set in the one time. Depends on the party you make. For you to solve the case, you can tackle a situation in a variety of ways. They're actual outs. You're never gonna brick yourself.
Yeah, except again, it's a point and
And
click, and people are fucking retarded nowadays.
I mean,
And with a game
yeah,
like Unavowed that's so well crafted with so much shit going through it, people still manage to
Hey,
screw that up.
you know Pathologic?
Yeah,
That's a walking sim. Quite literally a walking sim.
yeah, but that game
But
still has a bunch of decent mechanics in it and a really interesting story.
that game has gameplay in it. That's
So
the
so
difference,
does
because
two.
it's still a walking sim. Yeah,
Yeah,
but it's still a walking sim, but it has gameplay. That I can respect. If you're just a walking simulator trying to tell me a fucking story that I don't give a shit
I'll
about,
just read a
and you're
book.
gonna waste my fucking fuck it, show me a movie.
Yeah,
I c- the shit you're trying to make me go through for an 8 hour experience, you can do it in the hour and 20 minutes if you're competent enough.
yeah. Go play Disco
And you
Elysium.
literally, oh god, yes, yeah, the game I actually told you to play, and you still haven't played it.
I have not. That is very true. I'm just looking at
I
Unavowed and I'm thinking about buying it because there's some pretty crazy shit I'm looking at right now.
game is fucking great. I shit you not. And different endings and different starts and different interactions. It's so well designed that it subsequently hurts me when people talk about other walking strips and point legs. It's genuinely one of the better ones I've seen
Yeah, I have no
recently.
mouth and I
Black
must
Sat.
scream is also pretty good.
Hmm?
I have no mouth and
Hmm.
I must scream is a pretty good point and click.
I fucking hate that point and click because it suffers from the 90s version of point and clicks, where it was basically based illogical puzzles with
Yeah,
solutions that make no fucking sense. I fucking hate
a
that.
lot of it is very nonsensical and it's a bit of a clusterfuck at points, but it's for the story
I
alone, it's worth playing.
Best case scenario, just put someone that played it through YouTube. Otherwise, you need to use a guide, and it kind of kills
Yeah,
half the time
go
because
watch the best friends uh, playthrough of it.
I genuinely just fucking despise this type of shit. Like, because nonsensical puzzles is one of the things in my opinion, that kind of killed point and clicks in the 90s.
Yeah, take the bread and put it in the keyhole so the mouse will come and open the door for you. I'm like, what?
Uh,
That's not how keyholes work.
that's not how mice work.
Yeah,
That part is just
it's
That's why I was so
that's the kind of
lukewarm.
shit. Yeah,
Yeah, but then I started playing God of Vault. Now the puzzles are not exactly the easiest. They're not like they're not literally just how should I put it? Uh, just dagger everything in front of you and just follow through the path. They do require a amount of thinking, a little bit occasionally out of the box thinking. But if you pay a little bit of attention, just a little bit of attention, you'll figure it out, and it's actually quite logical when you think about it.
it's
I've said it times. If you want to play point and click, just play on about. It's probably one of the best ones that's come for a long, very long time. It's probably gonna stay like that for longer period of time. I guess. If anyone has a better idea of other good point and click, just give me a shout. I'll check it out.
yeah. If anybody, yeah, give us point and clicks to play, and we will play them and talk about them.
That could make me fucking play Call of Duty. Kappa. That's the most quintessential point and click and walking sim.
Yeah, right click
Mm,
on thing, click left click, and see results. That's Call of Duty for you.
yeah.
Right.
Uh,
Trailers. Far Cry 6 got a trailer.
I saw it. I don't care about
No
it. Oh,
gameplay.
by the way,
Okay.
of course. Oh, by the way, the guy there is the same guy from
Breaking
Breaking
Bad.
Bad.
Yeah, I know. Good actor.
Yeah, and good actor. Not particularly fan of the story they're gonna try to tell.
People are saying it might be a prequel and that the kid might be Voss.
I don't think that they're actually thinking so far
Because
ahead.
let's face it, fucking Ubisoft have been chasing the Far Cry 3 energy since Far Cry 3, and they haven't been able to capture
Well,
it.
because they've always lacked a good what you call it.
They can
God
write
damn.
good characters, but their overall stories are kind of shit.
No, they lack a good bad guy
Yeah,
most of the time. Because I don't know. 'Cause all of them are just boring.
I
I
remember killing
just
Voss in 3, and then the game carried on. I was like, but wasn't he the main? No, he's not the main bad guy. Oh
yeah, but
no,
he was also so fun to
to be
interact
around.
with.
Yeah,
I mean, also the game suffered because he died because the other bad guy was so fucking generic and boring. I was like, what the fuck is this now?
yeah. They were trying to capture the energy since 3 with the other guys in 4 and 5, and now this, and they just can't. It just doesn't work.
Yeah, no, it doesn't because good writing.
Yeah,
That's why you have people like Chris Avalon that make good writing. He's also one of the designers behind Mask of the Betrayer, the best Never Winter Rise 2 expansion pack. Play it. The story is fucking amazing.
It's on the list. Trailer for a movie called Project Power with Jamie Foxx and Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
That sounds like
It's a it's a
low
no, it's not
movie
low
that's
budget at
probably gonna
all.
watch.
It's about a,
Low tier because I never
uh,
did several.
it's about a pill that gives people superpowers. To be
Yeah.
honest with you, it looks like a fun Netflix movie, so I'm okay with
Oh,
that.
it's on Netflix.
Yeah.
Yikes. Skip.
And we
That
actually also had a teaser for the New Mutants.
again, another one,
Again,
another one. Oh god damn it!
I just I both have a lot of hope
And not a lot of
and
hope.
no hope at all for this film to ever come out.
I want this movie to come out because it actually interests me. It's the first time I'm gonna say this. The Marvel movie that actually interests me. Hell,
Yep.
an X-Men movie that actually interests me. It's worse than just a Marvel movie. Because the last time I actually saw a good Marvel movie was Winter
Winter Soldier.
Soldier, and a movie that we argued profusely until you finally conceded the point after you rewatched it. You understood what I meant. What this movie is actually genuinely good.
Yeah, it stands as its own film. I think I've said that before. You don't have to know the other Marvel films to enjoy it.
It's a good story. It's interesting.
Yeah, captures that '70s sort of detective thriller vibe.
Yep, and it's generic. I mean, it's not like everything that's been said was, how should I put it, uh, revolutionary or interesting, but it was done well. And that's
Yeah,
probably one of the things. It's the same principle as in games. It's like you can have the shittiest possible fucking story, but if you make the gameplay well and you execute it well enough, who gives a shit about the story at the end? Who would give a shit about it?
yep.
Who? Titanfall 2 is the same thing. Is the story is complete and utter garbage.
Timefall 2. No, the story's pretty decent.
It's generic as shit,
Yeah, but it's made by
following
the
the.
guys that made Call of Duty 4, and you can really tell.
Listen, it's generic as shit. It follows the same fucking modern principles at the time with the sassy-ass robot that's trying to endear himself to you. Same fucking the hooks and baits and stuff. But in the end, the game was good.
Yep.
Wasn't the best one, but it was good and people
Oh
enjoyed
no,
it.
that last mission before you. I'm not gonna spoil it, but there's a mission where you get the auto pistol, and it's so good.
Yeah.
It is honestly like you get a rush playing it because you're just running about shooting people trying to get to a place, and it's oh goodness.
Yeah, that's what I've said it because Titanfall 1 was not a great game.
No,
Titanfall 1 was the shit show. But
2 is
Titanfall 2
fucking incredible.
but 2 fixed all of the fucking issues in 1. And somehow, the game just felt new, but they decided to
They
discontinue the
no,
Titanfall plot.
they put it out in a release time where they shouldn't have put it out. That's why it flopped. But
I also want to point out that there is this game that you're going to enjoy,
yeah,
Thief Simulator.
Thief Simulator.
Yes, the unofficial continuation of the Thief series, Kappa.
But yeah, what I was saying about Titanfall 2 as well, the fucking every level in the single player campaign has its
Yeah,
own gimmick.
that's fair.
And I'm not even talking like, oh, this
I'll be
level's in
right
a
back. I'm
okay.
gonna go pour myself some water. Continue talking about
Yeah,
Titanfall.
yeah. It's like, oh, it's not like this level's in a jungle or in this level you shoot slightly browner people. No, it is honestly every level has so many moving parts and it's so intricate and all the levels are huge. And again, it's pretty linear, but you still have a lot of paths to take and there's a lot of moving about that you can do that actually sort of add to the experience because you're this mobile man. You're very mobile. You jump about. You do the things, and it every level is built to the bone to service that. And there's a certain level where you're in this factory that builds houses, and you start off at the base level where there's no houses. You can just see the chassis for the houses, and then by the end of the level, you're moving about in houses that are like some are sort of, some of them are thingied, and some of them are not, and some of them are sideways, some of them are upside down. It is baffling how good those levels are, and it has boss fights. Titanfall 2 has fucking boss fights where you have to fight
I
titans
know.
with your own titan.
To be honest, those meh most of the
But
time.
all the boss fights have gimmicks too.
I know. I've seen. I watched back in the day when it came out, and I did
It's
say I appreciate the effort. It's the boss fights kind of look like overkill half the time, but I do understand they were supposed to be
they're
there.
really good, honestly.
And
Like I wouldn't be joshing you about this, but like even the main bad guy from the bad guys who taunts you the whole game, and it ends with him not even killing you because his contract is expired, and he's like, "Nah, here's my card," and he walks off.
yeah,
He
yeah, no,
doesn't come back. It's fucking great.
I'm kind of sad that we probably won't ever get the Titanfall 3. I think that it deserves one.
They do deserve it, but they said they might be working on it. They said they haven't stopped working on it, so
L- Listen, I also saw fucking pictures from Monolith with the blood screen saying that they're gonna fucking do another game, and I'll believe it when I fucking see it.
yeah.
We will never see because Monolith has been turned into a fucking shit show together with the Ravensoft. Hallowed be thy name, please. They're just shitting out fucking cods after cods after cods because you have one of
Being
the
part
most
of the
talented studios
Call of Duty
with
machine, yeah.
yeah, and you have one of the most talented studios with some of the biggest fucking IPs you can ever muster and do shit with it, and you're like, nah, just make COD. Fuck it. Fucking EA.
It's not EA, it's Activision.
Was it?
Yeah,
Either way.
it's Activision, yeah.
Uh, Either way. Fuck
Anyway,
EA. Wait,
well,
why do I think it was EA?
either way, fuck EA.
Yeah, just give me a second. I
No,
wait.
Activision are in charge of all the Call of Duties.
Yeah, no, parent organization Activision. You're right. Still, video games that are behind it. Hexen and Heretic. Star Wars, The Jedi Knight. With Kyle motherfucking Katan. Kyle motherfucking Katan. Fucking Jedi Jesus himself. They
Oh,
created the best fucking game that you can play a Jedi in. And you do nothing with it? What the fuck's wrong with you, assholes?
it's like, where do I even start?
Fucking Quake 4, which is, by the way, it's a severely underrated Quake game.
It's not
I actually
terrible.
like Quake 4. It's not great, but it's not terrible.
Multiplayer's pretty good.
It used to be, but they cut off fucking all support for it because Bethesda.
Yeah. Do you know what? I just
And
realized I still
therefore,
have the Ravensoft Wolfenstein, so I might actually get back to playing that.
please, Wolfenstein. Their Wolfenstein was better than everything we fucking got in the past couple of years. Even the fucking unofficial
Yeah, I just remembered that I've not actually touched that in ages, so I might actually get back to that.
just finish it. The game. Then again, let me put it like this: Wolfenstein has a shit story. No one cares about the story. Everybody cares about the gameplay.
Yeah,
Doom has a shit story. No one cares about the story. Everybody cares about the fucking
yeah.
gameplay.
As long as the
Even when they
gameplay's
try to
polished.
yeah, even when now they're trying to fucking shoehorn in a fucking story that no one gives a shit about, people still care about the gameplay.
Yeah,
The fucking Heroes of Might and Magic 3. Shit story. Literally the most generic shit story you can ever imagine.
it's Fantasyland. Good versus evil.
No,
Factions.
no, Restoration of Eratia. Queen comes back after a long time. Capital destroyed. People running amok. Gotta restore peace. Campaigns. Yay. Next one. Bad people try to stop Queen from doing stuff. They ended up kind of it's a prequel for the bad guys. How they actually got to it. You're like, oh, okay. Next one. Big evil bad slave mages are pretending to be good. Next one. The people that actually enslaved them rebel. Yay.
Batman bad,
Uh,
good man good. Yeah,
you know, it's like it's so fucking weird. Like, and these games are still played today because they're good fucking games. I don't think that people have actually touched games like Gone Home in ages. I fucking remember it because you said because we started talking about walk simulators. That's the one I usually point out as the reason why I don't fucking like these games.
which one?
Gone Home.
Yeah, Go Home's just shit though.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Ever since the controversy started, no one has been fucking mentioning that name. Like, the game doesn't exist. I don't think that even the fucking person behind it is even making games more anymore. Probably is, but who knows? I'm not even gonna bother checking.
Yeah. Anyway, last week I gave you a film.
A very boring movie with a remake.
What? There's a remake? I know there's a remake of Death Wish itself.
Death Wish 1, the remake. The remake of the original one, because it's just the rehashing of the first movie and the second movie, I think, because I never bothered
Oh
watching it.
yeah, the 2018 one with fucking Bruce Willis.
I actually watched that movie, and I must say, original Death Wish was not a bad movie.
No, OG Death Wish is actually decent for its time.
Well, it's not decent. Let me put it like this: it's a movie that hasn't aged well in the current social political climate. Pretty much it. But it wasn't a bad movie in what it was trying to say and what it was tackling. But in the end, it's still a deeply flawed project with a lot of issues.
Yeah.
But since it became successful, because it was made in '78, I think,
74.
original Death Wish. Yeah, the '70s.
Yeah.
Close enough. Like it, and this is '89, I think.
85.
84, 85. It's like 10 years later, this movie looks like a complete fucking disgrace. Like it's different. The tonal shifts changed. Everything's changed. So we have Charles Bronson reprising his role as the guy from the first movie. And mind you, let me open the IMDb here because I
Charles Bronson was 63 when they filmed this film.
exactly.
And it really shows. And his toupee almost flies off in the wind one too many times.
No. Sorry. The people behind Gone Home have gone and done Tacoma, a game I actually know a little bit, and Bioshock 2 Minerva's Den.
The
Of course.
DLC.
Yeah. Oh, this is oh god. No, so they actually went and did stuff. No, my bad. Still,
Yeah,
I
so
am.
Charles Bronson in this film, I want to say it again, is so he's born in 21, so he was 63 when they filmed this film.
Look at it like this. I'm Charles Wilson. I just wish to die. Also, there is a video game of this movie.
Oh god.
I don't want to know.
And
I
the plot of the Death Wish films, for those that don't know, is this man, Michael. Oh wait, what's his name?
exactly.
Paul Kersey.
Paul Kersey is a vigilante because his daughter got raped and
His
killed.
wife and daughter
in the
got
first.
raped and killed in the
Oh,
first.
both of them because it was both of them.
And pretty
he
much
just
every
goes into
film that he takes part in, the people he comes close to, they all just get raped and killed.
pretty much. And this was thus he goes back home, I think, or maybe San
No, he
Francisco.
goes to visit his friend Charlie, I think.
In San Francisco, I'm gonna say San Francisco. It looks like San Fran.
No, it's
Maybe
New
Seattle.
York.
It's Seattle.
No, it's New York, East New York,
So,
which just looks like Mad Max.
so San Francisco.
No, San Francisco's all the way on the other side of the country.
Sure looks like a shithole. Maybe it's San Fran.
No, it looks like Lower East Side, and it's
Lower East Side of San Francisco. I got you.
San Francisco's on the western coast. It's not even on the east coast.
It's still a shit show. I just can teleport wherever the fuck it wants.
He goes to Mad Max Land because that's what that neighborhood looks like, and then a gang is attacking an old people's building.
Wait. Sorry. This is so fucking ridiculous because it's just a gang that's running everything, and the police can't do shit. Now, I want to point out the police can't do shit. How? Why? It's never explained. They just lock them up and release them. No do the
yeah,
process,
they lock up
no
the guy,
nothing.
they release him, and then he comes back with a reverse. How can I put it? A reverse mohawk. Because he shaved down the middle, but he's left the sides, and it's just.
I personally call that the bowling alley.
Oh, good. Oh yeah.
Because it's straight down the middle.
Yeah,
and
whatever. Charles Bronson gets in trouble and he gets tossed into like jail, but then he gets bailed.
he technically tries to protect his friend, and then him and the main bad guy get all in jail. But the police commissioner is like, "You're a vigilante. I don't like your like the way you're doing
And
stuff."
he
I was
and he
like,
squishes a cockroach when he says that as well.
"Yeah." I was like, 5 minutes until he decides to actually use him as a fucking vigilante, a Batman-esque style
4 minutes later.
person. 4 minutes later, literally, oh, we can't need your help because we can't do shit. And I was like, can you please fucking shoot the bad guys? Like, for once, I'm gonna say, can the police just shoot the bad people if we can't fucking put them in jail and they're continuously fucking doing all this shit?
When it's clear that the fucking neighborhood they live in is a war zone, and it honestly looks like Mad Max, and these guys are just running
Exactly.
amok, mugging people.
It's exactly. It's so fucking ridiculous. Like, a person just continuously taunts our main person by Paul by constantly bugging someone in front of him and running away, and he's never put in jail
Come on,
in the
ha! Give
middle
me
of the street.
$5, woman, ha!
In the middle of the street, in the middle of the day, in
Yep.
full view, to where everybody knows who the fuck he is, and it's like, what the fuck is this shit? Like legitimate, and no one is actually like, oh, he's trying to mug me. I mean, let me get my fucking knife out and stab up. Nah, we need Paul for this one. He's gonna come and save us. Yay! Then he's there helping people. Has some of the weirdest fucking interactions I've ever seen. His lawyer falls in love with him because, eh?
And she, don't get me wrong, she's the one redeeming thing about this because she's very nice to look at.
Yeah, she
Also,
is very attractive.
she is incredibly attractive. I was like, oh, who is this? And with the big old round glasses, I was sweating, not because it's warm, but that too. She was ready for this. So as I said, he was 62.
Oh yeah, he looks so fucking out of it.
He
I'm
was probably
sorry, Mr.
drunk out of his
Chikowski.
mind while they were.
I don't think he was drunk. I think that he just like
He
he had
just
like
looks.
Stockholm
He
syndrome.
just looks tired.
Exactly. He looked like he had Stockholm syndrome
Wait, what's
for
Stockholm
this
syndrome
movie,
again?
where he just goes back on set without even knowing what the fuck he does. Like
Oh yeah,
he's
fair
just like
enough.
the captive. Because he literally doesn't want to be there. He doesn't act like it.
Yeah.
He doesn't fucking know.
The
Like
only
it's either
time he has a smile on his face is when he's talking about guns.
well, I guess they were trying to say that he's so emotionally, mentally scarred that the only thing that
Yeah.
makes him happy is murder. But
So he
you
was.
can
So he was
yeah,
64. Okay.
wait. Even back then, Rambo did it better.
True. So he was 64 when this movie came out. Deborah Ian Raffin, or the Iona Raffin, or just Deborah Raffin, the lady that played the lawyer,
Yeah,
she was 32, sorry.
and they had to have a kiss.
Not just a kiss, there's implied sex in there because
Oh, well, obviously, but this is the 80s, so it's kind of
and because this is a canon film, there is a rape in it.
of a black woman, which I
No,
will not touch on.
she's not even black, she's Greek. She plays a Hispanic lady who is Greek.
Oh, I swear to God, because the tint of the movie I saw made her look black. That's my bad.
She
God.
no that's
Okay,
she's from Star Wars. She's from Star Trek.
I'll be
She's
honest with you.
Janeway.
I haven't actually watched much of Star Trek or at all.
At least I think she's Janeway. Is it Marina Sirtis? Yes, it's Marina Sirtis. Oh, she's Troy.
Yeah.
Sorry, she's Donna Troy, or just Troy. Sorry, in the Star Trek films.
Yeah.
Do you know what's one of the weirdest things about that film, about Death Wish 3? When they
The fucking fight, the scenes, the last
every single
action
scene,
scene.
basically, you know the bit where the rape happens with her,
Mm-hmm.
and she's like naked.
Yep.
At a Comic-Con once, she was telling the story that when they filmed that scene, she was incredibly cold. Oh shit! I just dropped my cable. And in between cuts, she would ask somebody, to give her a blanket or something, and the director said, "No, we can't light this unless I can't see your tits."
This is the 80s. I mean,
That's the
come
80s. That's the 80s in one sentence.
Listen, this is not me trying to excuse it. This is me trying to say like this shit's kind of fucking normal because it's the 80s. Like,
Yeah,
at
it
this
wasn't
point,
it
you hear
wasn't
something in the
considered
80s like
something
this.
bad.
It's not even considered bad. It's like you hear 80s, you hear a story like this. Why are you fucking surprised? It's the 80s. Why are you fucking surprised? Like, this shit was so bad. You remember that movie where, oh, what was the name? Bad girl from Batman and Robin. Uh,
And the
Alicia
killing.
Silverstone.
Alicia
Uh,
Silverstone, yeah.
yeah, I was up and come 15-year-old, and the executives in her first movie, the executives were like, "Yeah, well, she needs to show tits," and everybody was like, "Are you fucking demented?" Well, Alicia Silverstone said yes, by the way, apparently,
Yeah.
but everybody was like, "No, you won't. You're fucking 15. We're not doing this. We are not fucking doing this."
Christ. But yeah, then he stays in the town to clean up the gang, and some of
Mind you,
the
wait,
oh,
mind you, this was in the 90s that happened.
oh no,
Early 90s, I think.
early
I'll
'90s
let me check.
were a weird time. But yeah, he stays. He stays in the neighborhood now to clean up in the most creative ways. I think he buys a new car so that he can have it stolen, and then he buys a new camera so he can have it stolen so he can shoot someone. He
Ah, yeah, it's 1993. In the movie, she was supposed to be a 14-year-old.
oh no.
Yeah, and an executive said like she needs to show some tits, and I was like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" Apparently, they were able to
Was
sway
it the
him not.
Weinstein fucking company?
No, I'm not actually sure. No, but here's the thing: they were able to sway him barely because he was going to hard fucking press this. Like he wasn't gonna
Jesus
okay the movie
Christ.
until she actually showed some tits. I was like, "Oh no,
That's bad. But
no."
yeah, he then mail orders a gun, and we have a 5 minute scene where he tells the patrons of the building about the gun.
Oh yeah, that one was
That
fucking weird for me.
I was howling.
This is
That was funny.
But the difference between the Magnum 44 and what was the name of
One of
fucking
these
weird
is
name
one
for
of these, and this is the other, and
47.
this one kills autofix. You know?
44 uses this kind of a cartridge, but this uses a smaller version of the elephant cartridge, so it does a lot of see it becomes a lot messy. And I was like, "Are you fucking shitting me? Are you shitting me right now?"
Yeah. Escalates to the point where they get fucking MG 42s or something along those lines. They get proper mounted machine guns that were used back in the day because of World War II or whatever. And at the end of the film, when he shoots them, he doesn't mount them. He holds them by the exhaust.
Like he also had a fucking Vietnam style machine gun somehow hidden and being transported across the fucking country. I don't know. He probably FedExed it.
Well, no, he FedExed all his guns. He FedExed a fucking rocket launcher to himself.
I a rocket launcher. I just that movie.
Where we get another 5 minute scene where he talks about the rocket launcher and what it does.
Oh, also there is a Home Alone style where he builds traps for this old Jewish family because they don't want to protect themselves. Don't
And
ask me.
somehow a guy tries to get into the building and gets only his two front teeth knocked out
To
and
be
stuck into the board.
to be fair, that was kind of funny.
That
That
was
was kind of
funny.
funny. The guy was
What's
like, "What's
that?
this?"
It's
Two
teeth.
front teeth. At this point, Paul has started working with the police, and the police commissioner is like, "Oh, I need you to do this so I can go and do this, and maybe actually we can get some shit done." He's like, "Okay."
Those scenes felt
Hey,
very out of place, though.
they were.
It,
By the
fe-
way, Ed
it
Law.
felt like they filmed all the action and they went, oh, we need something in between. I'll just have them speak to the police commissioner or something.
Listen, it's Lauter, and I'm happy because I actually fucking enjoy Ed Lauter for what it is.
He's a good actor. Well, he's a good cheesy actor.
He's been in some. He was in fucking Cujo. Come on.
The man's had 5 wives. Jesus Christ.
And also the number 23. Oh no, no, this movie. Oh no, wait, sorry. I was thinking about Pi. Wait,
It's oh, he's the same height as me. Good man. And there's just,
oh no! It was oh yeah, it's the number 23, the movie, where it's basically that the actual number of the devil is 23.
what?
because when you divide 2 by 3, you get 0.66666 ad infinitum. I remember this part from the movie. Even back then, I was like, "What the fuck is this shit now? Where did I go?"
Also, did you notice one actor in this film, by the way?
Hmm.
In Death Wish 3, it was Alex Winter. Did you notice Alex Winter?
I don't think so.
Alex Winter is famous for one role, and the role is, oh shit, he's Bill in Bill and Ted.
Okay.
He plays one of the creeps, not goons, not gang members, creeps.
Nah.
Because they
Mm.
that's what they were called.
Yeah, and I and the movie progresses, and they start to try and raise the fucking make the normal people, fight against the bad people, and bring the
Yeah.
whole community together. And it kind of doesn't work out
And
until
then
it
it
does
all
work
just
out.
turns to shit, and there's a massive riot, and the police still don't do anything about it.
Except the commissioner.
Yeah. Why? The whole time I felt like they were setting it up like that he was actually part of the problem. Because you see the main bad guy calling the phone and going, "No, I need more support in my area. I need more heat." Where was that support coming from?
I don't know, but I think that the funniest in the scene was when the police commissioner was in the meeting. I was like, "I want bodies in the morgue and people behind bars, and I don't care if it's theirs or yours. Make it happen." I was like, well, actually, I can see this the display out the same.
It's just
The movie's not good, but the movie has one glaring issue. It's boring. It's not
yeah.
offensively bad. It's just boring.
It's
And after
kind of
that, the
boring,
whole
but
fight,
it's still got that very goofy '80s charm about
yeah,
it.
when Hermosa and Paul just run around. Wait, was it Hermosa? What was the name of his friend that
Oh, the
wife
the,
got
the
raped?
Hispanic man who is not Hispanic in real life. The wife who had her arm broken, and then they said a bunch of clots burst in her arm and her heart stopped. I was like, really? That
Tulio?
I don't
Hector?
know what his name was. I forgot.
Yeah, and they chased the giggler. By the way,
The
what
giggler,
was
yes.
yeah they chase him in a what I can only describe as a light jog. It was probably one of the
Well,
funniest
yeah,
shit
because
I've seen.
Charles Bronson
Is
couldn't
60?
run. his two
Probably why you should
again,
have never.
his toupee would have flown off in the wind.
I mean, probably why you should have not fucking done that in the beginning. But
Even there's four
come
Death
on,
Wish films.
he was he was he was literally just fucking
He
jogging
could
at the
barely
best.
move from scene to scene. In most of the scenes, he's sitting down.
Yeah.
There's a bit when like they're having a conversation and he just sits down during the scene. If that doesn't feel like it was part of the blocking, it just feels like Charles Bronson went, "Oh, I'm too tired for this. I'm sitting down."
Yeah, I don't really think that was a good thing at all. But yeah, after that, the whole thing with the last fight scene begins. It's the funniest thing is when he corners, finger quotes, corners two people shooting at him from like 3 meters apart,
Yes.
and they shoot at him. And they miss, and they just look at each other like, "Oh yeah, we were red shirts," and they just started flying around because he's just nailing them with his elephant gun. I'm like,
Every time he shows up with the elephant gun,
kind of funny.
it just cuts to him. He shoots and a bunch of people just fall over.
Yeah,
You don't know where they are in
but
relation
wait,
to each other. You
there's
don't know
more.
anything.
Did you notice that he got shot twice and it was in
He's got a bulletproof vest though. Oh no. You have disappeared, sir. Hello? Discord just. Hello? Well, this is awkward. Well, I'm just going to carry on talking and hope that he comes back. Is he back? Hello? No? Shit. Well, what I was gonna say is the movie is bad, but it has the quirk of the 80s where there's just shootouts happening with people stood out in open spaces and a lot of dumb shooting that goes on. And he's completely out of the call. The favorite bit is they say about the gang leader who says, he only does things through proxy and he never gets in trouble because he has a clean crime record. And at the end he's just mowing police down, but for some reason nothing happens. However, it's just then he get to redeem that though that he gets shot out of a window with a rocket launcher. So that's good. Although in reality, a rocket launcher wouldn't work that way because if you shoot it in a closed space, you'll just kill everybody inside just from the heat that gets expelled. But regardless, well, Evo's disappeared from the call and he's completely offline. So I'm gonna end this here and now. Actually, no, I can't end it because he's not giving me a film. Oh no. Well, oh no, I'm receiving a message. He says Discord died. Oh no. I'm just gonna say, give me film. Okay, he's typing. This is very, very. The cruised. Cruised? So. The cruised 1987. Wait, but wait a no. It's the curse 90ness and 90. The curse? Okay, he's talking about the bit where he was wearing a flak jacket or not flag jacket, a bulletproof vest, and they messed up with a vest. But so the movie is called The Curse. It is fully available here and there. That's good. The Curse 1987 is my film for no, my goodness, this looks terrible. Let me quickly read the synopsis for you lovely people, and I'll be disappearing into the night because it's currently midnight in my home. And my parents are probably going to kill me, or they are asleep because I'm in Bulgaria. Ha ha ha. Let me quickly see what fucking link he sent me because I'm just hoping it's the right film. Doesn't. Something went wrong. Oh, god damn it, Eva. Can you not just send me like a one good link to something? Okay, let's try this from here. Let's hope. Also, whoever thought that the redesign of the Facebook page for... I'll find it. Screw it. I'm not even going to read this synopsis because I might read the wrong thing. Whoever thought the redesign for Facebook for desktop is a good idea should probably get fired. It's a bad idea. Regardless, thank you all for watching, listening, and tuning in. As you can see, I've added a bunch of logos to the banner there, so you can see where you can listen to us. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Deezer, YouTube, and here every week. So thank you all for listening. Thank you, Discord, for shitting the bed tonight. And we shall see you all next week. Stay safe and all that jazz. And we'll see you all next week on the Voices from Behind podcast.